Welcome, everyone. So excited to see everybody here. We're thankful and grateful that you are here to join us with our partner, Fiserv, today. Our mission at 50 Strong is pretty straightforward. We want to strengthen the workforce by connecting employers with military-ready talent through effective, scalable solutions that deliver tangible results. It was founded in 2020, and 50 Strong is a community-oriented organization committed to supporting employers, educational institutions, and organizations that assist military members and veterans. Today, we are here because of you, our veterans, service members, military spouses, and military-affiliated students. We recognize the transition to civilian careers can be challenging, and we appreciate the dedication, resilience, and leadership skills that you bring to the workforce. This is why events like today are so important. They offer you a direct and welcoming opportunity for you to engage with Fiserv, our featured employer, to explore their career opportunities and gain some insight into how your experiences align with their hiring needs. When strong employers like Fiserv connect with military ready talent that are extremely capable like yourselves, the outcomes can be truly transformative. So thank you for your service, for your stories, and for the honor of walking alongside you. We would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Fiserv for being with us today and for their steadfast dedication to supporting the military-connected community. They have a strong national presence and a wide range of career opportunities, and most importantly, Fiserv truly appreciates and values the contributions that veterans, military spouses, and all military-affiliated individuals make to the workforce. In just a bit, their team will provide more information about Fiserv and the opportunities that they offer, and we are thrilled to welcome them and express our appreciation for making today's event possible. Just a few quick housekeeping items before we get started. Please keep your microphone muted unless you're speaking to help minimize background noise. You are welcome to post questions or information in the chat at any time. If you do have questions, we will address them during the session or at the end. If you experience any type of tech issues, please send us a message in the chat and our team will be ready to assist you. Later in the meetup, we'll move into breakout rooms, which we'll explain in a bit, for some more personal discussions with the Fiserv team. Now, I am excited to introduce to you someone whose vision and leadership have been crucial in bringing this initiative to life, Ms. Candy Tillman, the managing co-founder of 50 Strong.
Hey, everybody. I'm just so happy that you're here with us today. When we started 50 Strong, it was really just this idea of like, how do we help build and support connections between job seekers and students and employers that are searching for their skills and then get out of the way. And that's really what we are here for. And what really drives our whole team is how can we build tools that are efficient, deploy them, and then us not be a bottleneck. So today, you'll hear our team talk just a little bit today, but really our goal is for you to be able to connect directly with the team at Fiserv. We at 50 Strong do not have any jobs. Fortunately, the team at Fiserv does, as do all of our employer partners. So thank you so much for leaning in, joining early, or wherever you may be in your career search, and taking the opportunity to just network as much as you can. Thanks, Cassie.
You bet. Thanks so much. All right, so a quick overview of what you can expect today. We're going to start with a really brief introduction about 50 Strong, followed by an overview of Fiserv and the employment opportunities that they offer. And then we'll transition into breakout rooms from some direct discussions with the Fiserv team members. And we will conclude with a Q&A session, final thoughts, next steps, and a really fun announcement from the 50 Strong team that no one else has heard. So you'll be the first ones to hear it. Today's featured meetup really aims to educate you about Fiserv, who they are, the roles they're hiring for, and most importantly, how you can position yourself for success within their team. So in those breakout rooms, we encourage you to ask questions and engage actively, particularly around what you can do to become successful. This is a really fantastic chance to connect directly with the Fiserv team in a more intimate setting. Just a quick note, please be aware that this meetup is exclusively for Fiserv and job seekers. To maximize engagement time for job seekers and for Fiserv, no outside B2B pitching, please. We also have a lot of upcoming meetups that we are excited to share with you that you will not want to miss. So for complete details, please click the link in the chat, or you can scan the QR code. All of these meetups provide an excellent opportunity to network with a variety of employers, so you can broaden your professional circle and cultivate connections that very well could propel your career to the next level. So make sure and take advantage of those. Our opportunity marketplace is the place to find all of the roles that Fiserv has to offer. Make sure you check out this by clicking on the link or on the QR code. And it's an ideal platform to discover roles that match your skills, your experiences, your location, and your career aspirations. It goes beyond a traditional job board. It's really crafted to assist you in taking a purposeful next step. So you can filter by location, you can explore positions that align with your background, and you can access openings from Fiserv themselves. All of their jobs are listed on our board. When you get in there, you can also see that it's broken out into tabs. So if you're looking for student roles, if you're looking for a skill bridge opportunity, if you're a military spouse, this is the place where you can look at that very quickly and be able to utilize that resource. 50 Strong Mentor is one of our favorite platforms within 50 Strong. This is a virtual platform that connects transitioning service members, veterans, and military spouses with mentors from our sponsor companies and the wider industry. Fiserv is on 50 Strong Mentor, so make sure that you click on the link in the chat or scan that QR code, and you will be able to connect with these individuals that you're speaking with from Fiserv. They will give you 15 or 30 minutes of your time that works with both of your schedules, and you can have some in-depth conversations. Whether you're seeking transition advice, you're exploring a particular industry or company culture, maybe you're wanting to arrange an informational interview or some job search advice, the Mentoring Hub is tailored to help you forge meaningful connections that will aid you in your next steps. All right, so now you are going to hear from our partners from Fiserv. And Seth, I will hand it over to you.
Thanks so much, Cassie. Always great being with 50 Strong. We've been partnering with you guys for quite some time now, and I always love how easy and casual these types of things are, and these meetups really are one of the best ways to just have these great candid conversations with recruiters, with people in the military space, and just really find whatever it is you need for that next step wherever you're at in your journey. These types of meetups really are just so impactful. So thank you for having us. And thank you to everyone for being here with us today. First slide on here, military recruitment at Fiserv.com. I'm going to cover a lot of things today. Our team's going to cover a lot of things, but if you remember nothing else today, please remember that military recruitment at Fiserv.com is a fantastic way to always reach out to our recruiting team that is dedicated to the military community. All right, so this is our team that we've got with us here today. My name's Seth Peterson, like she said.
Seth.
I am retired.
We can't see your screen yet.
Great. All right. Well,
there
then
we go.
all that stuff I said at the beginning,
that's okay.
You can forget about that, but that's okay. I never claimed to be the best at tech. All right. So again, this is the people that we got on the team, and now you can see it. So we're good now. QR codes on the screen to link them with everybody's LinkedIn pages. Definitely encourage you to connect with everyone that way as well. So Seth Peterson, I retired from the Army in 2022, and I joined Fiserv through the Hiring Heroes Corporate Fellowship Program. I've been with them for coming up on 4 years now, and just been a real honor to be working with Fiserv, managing the Military and Veteran Affairs Program, along with the talent acquisition team here. I'm going to cover a lot of the stuff that I do through the Fiserv Salutes program as part of this presentation, but just looking forward to having everybody with us today. So that said, I'll turn it over to Adam Schmidt.
Hey everyone, Adam Schmidt. I'm based out of our Omaha, Nebraska office. I lead campus and military recruitment here at Fiserv, and I've been at the company for 14 years now. Looking forward to our conversations. Sharice.
Hi everyone, Sharice Lim. Can you hear me okay? Okay, perfect. I'm one of the talent acquisition advisor within the campus and military recruitment team. I do work with Adam and Sarah. We are in the same team, work really closely with Seth in terms of military hiring programs and events. I've been with the company for almost 5 years. I can't believe it's almost 5 years. I feel like that flew by. but happy to be here. I'll be in the business and technology breakout room, so hopefully I see some of you there later. Sarah?
Everyone, I'm Sarah Berger on the campus recruiting team under Adam Schmidt. I am in the corporate analyst program, and I recently just rotated into my second rotation. My first rotation was on learning and development team here at Fiserv, and I will be in the breakout room in early career. Over to you, Gary.
All right, good afternoon. I'm gonna try my camera. It may glitch, so if it does, I apologize, but I'm Sergeant First Class Gary Pops, currently still on active duty. I am with the Military Pathways Program. Also, I'm here with Fiserv under the Training with Industry program for the United States Army. So this is my third week, but I'll look forward to the experience that I'll gain over the course of the year here. And hopefully we have some really good conversations and insights shared today. Happy to be here.
Great. Thanks, Gary. So again, all our QR codes there. Please feel free to connect with everyone and ask additional questions and connect with them after this. All right. So who is Fiserv? If you're like me, and I think a lot of people out there, when you first hear the word Fiserv, you probably aren't aware of really what we do. So really what I want to start now with just focusing on helping you understand who Fiserv is and why most likely you use us every single day and you didn't even know it. So we are very proud to be recognized for the fourth consecutive year as one of America's most innovative companies. And that is because of all the work that we do to help move money and information around the world. Fiserv. So who is Fiserv? We are a global leader in payments and fintech. We have been enabling money movement for financial institutions, businesses, and consumers for over 40 years in the fintech space. We operate in more than 100 countries and reach nearly 100% of U.S. households. A lot of times, I like to try to tell people, we're probably one of the largest companies out there that you've never even heard of, but you use us every single day. We're one of the number ones in merchant acquiring, issuer processing, mobile banking, online banking, bill payment, account transfers, and person-to-person payments. You can see some of the awards we've been handed here, and we're just really proud of these to be able to say like that we've been in this space just really having a massive impact. So how do we do it, right? So four main pillars here between merchant solutions, integrated banking, card payments, and digital payments. Operating at scale of more than 12,000 financial transactions per second is how we are able to reach nearly 100% of the U.S. households. To give you an idea of that scope, in merchant solutions alone, we're operating at 7,200 peak transactions per second with over 86 billion North American transactions, processing 3.1 trillion of GPV. Inside the banking space, working with more than 150 million deposit accounts, 3,700 U.S. financial institution clients, and 80 million digital banking users, just to start to help you understand just the sheer scope of how much we are involved in every day. Digital payments and card payments, right? Not only are we operating in the digital space, but that physical card in your wallet. 1.4 billion global accounts on file, right? If you open up your wallet, your purse, you look at that credit card, you see that star on the back, people with a star card account. If you see that star on there, we physically created that card, right? We're nearly 3.5 billion customer communications mailed out. You get those bank statements and you look at the top right and it's being shipped from Omaha, Nebraska. That was probably shipped from us. We ship so many customer bank statements that I believe we even have like our own zip code for the print station. So it's just a sheer maximum amount of how much we are working with everybody on that. So you can just start to understand just how much we are involved in this space. This is a snapshot of one day back in September, actually. This was at 3:44 p.m. on a Tuesday, and we had already worked through over $5 billion in total sales. And another great thing about this snapshot is it starts to help you see the scope of just how many different categories our financial services and payment processing is involved in. everything from restaurants and food and beverage to gasoline. So you can really start to see in California was at the top of that with over 15 million transactions. So when you start to think about Fiserv, this gives you an idea of just how heavily involved we are. And when you start to think about that, start to think about how many people that we need in this space, qualified, good, strong talent, military talent in all these different industries and specialties within this company to really make an organization like this function at max capacity and efficiency. All right, so we got a couple different aspects to Fiserv. Carrot is our industry, our upper level software and services program that we have. So oftentimes people don't think of Fiserv, right? But when I say, do you think of Costco? Do you think of Chick-fil-A? A lot of say, America runs on Dunkin', runs on Fiserv, right? And that's because our services and the software and the programs that we are operating on, they are what ensure a lot of these world leading brands are able to do what they do, right? 70% of those world leading brands, whether that be in Wegmans, Chick-fil-A, right? If you go to Chick-fil-A and use that Chick-fil-A app, you're using an app designed by Fiserv. So this starts to give you an idea of just how much we're involved in your daily lives. Clover. Often when people think of Fiserv, maybe they haven't heard of Fiserv, but they most likely have heard of Clover. Our point of sale system. It's the fastest growing commerce platform and business management system for small minority businesses out there. This snapshot gives you an idea of just how much we are involved in. 765,000 plus merchant outlets, over 3.5 million devices out there. So when you go into a small business and you see that point of sale system with that Clover symbol on it, that is Fiserv, right? And you're going to see that a lot in restaurant. 26 or 23% of our restaurants using Clover, 26% of retail, 38% of those services. So Clover is another fantastic arm of Fiserv. And when we start getting into some of the different ways and roles that are available out there, keep an open mind about Clover as well. All right, those solutions, I talked about that earlier. Not only the financial institutions and going into stores, swiping your card at Walmart, going into Costco, but also those apps that are on your phone, right? If you use Zelle to make payments, Apple Pay, right? Google Pay, Chick-fil-A app, I touched on that, Walmart app, but also the Milwaukee Bucks. If we have anybody who's ever been to Fiserv Forum, which is where the Milwaukee Bucks play, they're using our software in the point of sale in there. New York Mets, right? You go to Mets Stadium, they have Clover there. So we are ingrained into so many different aspects of your daily life that you start to see when I say when we're one of the largest businesses you probably never heard of, but you use, now you can start to see why that is true. So that gives you a general idea of the scope of this company. And with 40,000 employees across operating in over 100 different countries, that gives you an idea of just how big of an impact we have. So now I want to talk about corporate citizenship. And the reason I dive next into that is when you're looking for where you want to work next, and when you go to look at why you choose to pick a company, oftentimes people say, oh, I want to do software development. And then, oh, I want this much money. And this is the income I'm looking for. But I'd like to ensure that people also think about it's not just the money, right? Because not all money is good money. And it's also important that you pick a company where they have the right culture fit, right? Do they have different programs and policies and things in place to ensure that you can be your best self there, and that you see that this is a place that not just for your next place to work, but the only place you want to work, right? And so that's where corporate citizenship really comes into play, right? We believe empowering people and advancing the communities because we understand that while you may come to work to be a software developer, or you may come to work for Clover, you also come for the interaction with each other and with the community. One of those ways is through our employee resource groups. We have 8 different employee resource groups, and those cover all the different affinities, whether that be Asian Leadership Council, Military Leadership Council, obviously, is a big one for us, Black Associate Council, Young Professionals, Women Impact Network, so many different aspects, the LGBTQ unity, and Thrive for our Disability Associate Council. So these resource groups give you an excellent opportunity to engage with each other and engage with the community. In 2025, we had over 400 events across 14 countries and 13 different offices. So that really starts to give you an idea of other ways that Fiserv is going to help you bring your best self to work. We have a Fiserv Gives Back program, which is all geared towards giving back to the community. In 2025, we donated over 13 million towards the community and investments. We also had within our associates donations and our corporate match policies over $550,000 in 25, with over 2,300 associates volunteering at nonprofit organizations. I partner with a company known as Groundswell, and it's a really great opportunity for you to volunteer, give back, and through our Dollars for Doers program, you get to not only give back time and your talent, but we get to donate back money to help those nonprofits. And in 2025, we had over 20,000 hours across 260 causes globally. So that also really goes to show you that not only are we there to take care of our clients, to take care of our merchants, but also to ensure that we're taking care of each other in the community. So awards, obviously we don't apply for awards to ensure that I have a slide, right? That's not why we do it. But I think it's important to have one to show some of the awards that we have received, because in order to receive some of these awards, like the Best for Vets Military Employers, which 9 years in a row, Vets Index is 6 years, U.S. Veterans Top Veteran Employer, right? In order to consistently get those awards, you have to ensure that you have a environment and a culture that is supportive of those awards, so that you can have policies, programs in place that ensure that you are deserving of these awards. And so we're very proud to have these. And not just on the military, obviously we're very proud of the military ones, but also we touch on a lot of other things, Human Rights Campaign, the American Opportunity Index. We're also very proud to be a LEED Platinum Award for our work on environmental considerations. And of course, Disability In, we continue to be recognized on Disability In for our work in working with those with disabilities in the workforce. Our Fiserv Salutes program, that is where I spend a lot of my time. The Fiserv Salutes program is really geared towards how do we take care of the military community. That's from a CEO down engagement philosophy on how we are going to take care of our military spouses, those currently serving, veterans, and allies within the military. For those here for employment, obviously that's why we're here today. We have a Vet Edge commitment. And what that says is when you apply to a role, there is questions in there that are going to designate you as military affiliated. And our recruiters and our hiring teams are going to be able to see that. And we have a commitment that says when a military affiliated applicant applies, if they're equally qualified to a non-military affiliated, we are going to encourage the hiring managers and recruiters to consider that military service foremost over the other competing factors. I think that's really important to note because it's difficult out there, and we all know that it's difficult. And so you want to know that outside of just applying to roles, that they have people like our military recruitment team that is actively looking for those who are military affiliated and are going to do what they can to ensure that you get a fair shot at a role that you're qualified for. And our military recruitment team is more than happy to talk about that when you get into the breakout rooms. For those of you who may be in the Guard or Reserve, or maybe someone in the Guard or Reserve, we have a phenomenal military leave policy. I have another slide on it specifically. We're very proud of that, ensuring that we're taking care of you, even we're making sure that you are being taken care of if you have to deploy, or that you are being supported on your commitments to the Guard and Reserve. Experience, I touched a little bit on that before, but just know our Military Leadership Council, over 1,400 members at multiple locations around the country. Also, for our military-specific, military-affiliated team members, when you join Fiserv, not only are you going to get an onboarding session, but we have a specific military only onboarding session that talks about all the different resources and mentorship opportunities and different ways that you can really jumpstart your career at Fiserv and continue to be successful. And of course, we have a whole slew of different policies, practices, and different resources there to really help you and your family really thrive and be successful. Our National Guard and Reserve, I talked about that. So military deployments over 30 days, one of these really cool things. If you've been, this is prorated depending on how long we've been with the company, but up to 100% of your pay, if you get deployed for up to a year and you've been with the company for at least a year, you will get up to 100% of that pay for those 12 months while you're deployed. And I can't even like really express like how phenomenal that is if you don't know. To have to go and support your country and deploy and know that your company has your back and they're going to ensure that we can't do with the stress, right? There's not a lot of things that we can do that we can help with once you're deployed, but knowing that at least financially that we've got your back on that, I think really speaks volumes to what Fiserv does. And not just for that deployment, but also knowing that you're being covered for 90 days per year for your training and military family leave up to 26 work weeks, each in a 12-month period. So really phenomenal support program. And it was through this program that we were actually recognized in 2023 for the Secretary of Defense Freedom Award, which only 5 large companies receive that each year. So we're very proud of that. All right, a lot of stuff on this slide, and I really want to highlight, every company has phenomenal benefits. The military has phenomenal benefits. So I'm just kind of quickly touch on a couple things here. If you have more questions about any of this stuff, you can always ask it to the recruiters in the breakout room. Some of the stuff I really love about here are employee stock purchase. Our Fuel Your Life Wellness Program, I think, is a really cool and unique thing that we offer. We talk about bringing your best self to work, and this Fuel Your Life program has so many really cool ways to interact. It's got different walking challenges and drinking water challenges and stretch stuff and working with our holistic wellness team. And you get these points towards Fuel Your Life points, and you can get submitted in for drawings to win actually real rewards, right? So it's not just points for sake of points. Like you can get real rewards get put in for other actual rewards within the company. Our Living Proof Recognition Program. Say you do a really great job on a project. Someone did a really good job on a project. You can submit that for living proof, and those living proof points can be cashed in for actual stuff. I have used my living proof points to purchase most of my lawn care stuff for my house. Right? Don't tell my wife this if you ever meet her, but I use some of it for one of our anniversary gifts. So there's lots of cool ways that you can show that you can take all the hard work that you do at work and use it towards other things. I talked about the military leave program already, our student debt solution program, our tuition reimbursement, right? Say you come on and you're within project management team and you decide you want to go and get your PMP. You can get reimbursed for going and taking the PMP and getting the PMP exam as long as it benefits what you're doing within the company. And so that's one of those ways that you can be within the company and really try to continue to expand your career and your professional development and know that the company is going to provide ways to be able to reimburse you for some of those expenses. So some really cool stuff there, but definitely totally talk about that in the breakout rooms if you want to learn more. All right, the mentorship, Cassie and Candy, they talked about this. Obviously, we have a phenomenal team on it. There's 9 of us on that mentorship program. We've had, since it launched in 2025, we were already scheduled over 196 meetings with the military community. Touched on so many different things, not just hiring, right? But skill bridge, right? Transition and career advancement. Maybe you're looking to getting into strategic sourcing. We have 2 phenomenal individuals in there. One of them is the vice president of global strategic sourcing. So if that's something you're interested in, you can go on there, schedule a call with her, and get like some legit guidance and mentorship on how to be more successful in there, right? Sales and networking, we've got people there, project management, program management, relationship management. So you can scan that QR code there. You can go check it out. Definitely recommend it. Can't speak enough about the mentorship program. It really is a phenomenal way, no matter what you're looking for. All right, now let's talk about career opportunities. I know that's what everybody probably wants me to get to here. Here's a quick snapshot of some of our campuses. We're very proud of them. Berkeley Heights one, that's the one I work out of. Huge 40,000 square foot building. That's like our tech super hub, I'd say, on the Northeast coast. We're 3,000 associates working out of that building. And man, if you're looking for a place where you want to have just so much opportunity within internal mobility, with job, just scope of the things that can be done. Like that building has so much to offer there. The Omaha facilities, so much going on in the Omaha facility. I'd say like anything you want to do within Fiserv, if it's something that Fiserv does, you can probably be done out of the Omaha office. Our Alpharetta office as well, just another great one that's right there in the Atlanta hub. So if you're down in Atlanta area, I definitely encourage you to check out the Alpharetta and Marietta office. Milwaukee, our Milwaukee office in Wisconsin, that's our corporate headquarters, has a gorgeous building. So these are just some of the areas we are at. And so I encourage you to check those out when you're looking into different areas. I do want to highlight we are in an in-office culture for the most part. So when you get ready to go in to look at career opportunities, and you're going to talk with the recruiters, keep in mind that a lot of the stuff that you're going to see on our careers page is going to be in office. So we believe that we're better together and we serve our clients the best when we're able to collaborate with each other. So keep that in mind. So some of the different ways you can create impact, technology and business being our two main verticals there. And I encourage you, if you're not looking for early career, you're maybe a little bit further along in your career, to connect with Charisse inside that breakout room. Everything from app development, software engineering, data infrastructure, but also project management, product management, implementations, right? I talked about being one of the number one merchant inquirers and how much we work with our financial institutions. And every time we work with a financial institution and bring on new software services, there's implementations teams that have got to make sure that they're operating at the best capability. We have a whole ton of teams that work on that one, as well as risk and audit and sales. I'd say sales inside and remote. So if you're interested in remote, our relationship managers and sales teams is probably where you're going to see a lot of those remote roles. So if remote is a hard requirement for you, take a look into some of those, and maybe that's a good fit for you for where you're at. All right, our pathways into employment. These are early career military analyst program. We're going to be touching on that a lot with Sarah. So with Sarah Berger in her early careers one, she's going to be talking about the rotational program there. That is a phenomenal program, and I'm going to let Charisse talk about that a little bit more on the next slide. But we would also have military affiliated analysts within that program. And if you're military affiliated and you come into there, we can actually set you up with a mentor while you're in the analyst program to ensure that you're progressing and helping you with any of that transition struggles that you're having coming into the corporate world from the military. Our fellowships and skill bridge programs, definitely come and connect with me in the breakout room. If you're interested in skill bridge, if you're getting ready to transition out, I went through the skill bridge program. I manage our skill bridge program along with Nate Smith, and we're more than happy to have a conversation with you on that. I want to highlight that right now we're sitting at a 96% post-fellowship offer rate for that. I think it's important to keep that in mind because we know that you only get one skill bridge. And so it's not just about getting a skill bridge, but it's about post skill bridge employment, right? Ensuring that there is a role for you at the end of that skill bridge. And so we're very proud that we continue to have a high percentage on that one. Standard employment, I talked about the vet edge policy for that. So again, come over. You can talk to us about that, but we have the standard. If you're not eligible for early career or the skill bridge, there's always just standard full-time employment, and our recruiters are more than happy to work with you on getting in on that. All right, I'll take a break there and let Cherise talk.
Thanks, Seth. So just going to highlight the early career programs that we have at Fiserv. I'm not going to go into too much details. Happy to answer any questions, or Sarah will actually be in the early career breakout room later. But we do have a summer internship program. It is a 10-week paid program. For 2027, it does start on June 1st and ends August 6th. Like what Seth said, we are in an in-person culture, so all of our interns do have to be in an office. Our interns actually do get to participate in real work projects. They do get to present them. They are assigned mentors. We do a lot of other fun activities. We have cornhole tournaments, leadership speaker series. It's a great way for them to learn about the business and some of our leaders. What I like about this program is that it is a great pathway for our analyst program. So if they do really well during the internship program, it's very likely that they will get an offer back, but that's performance based. The analyst program is our 2-year rotational program. Basically, what this means is if you do get into this program, you're assigned to a team for a whole year. So all 12 months, you'll be working on projects, collaborating with other analysts if they have more than one in their team, but you'll definitely be working with other associates and leadership within your organization. For your second year, like what Sarah's doing, you can rotate to a different team within your business unit. This is a full-time role. It's not a contract or anything, which is also very nice. All of our analysts are eligible for any benefits that any of our regular associates are eligible for, including tuition reimbursement, medical, dental, vision, if you want to opt into that, 401k, just to name a few. After the 2-year program, really, they change your title to give you a different compensation. It's essentially a promotion, which is really nice. Both these programs are geared towards undergrads. So for our summer interns, it's for students who are incoming sophomores and juniors. And for our analyst programs, those who are graduating what are we now, June? So this coming December for January 2025 start date, or May for 2027 start date. But that is the program. Adam, anything you want to add to the program? Have I missed anything?
Nothing more from my side.
Okay, perfect.
I'll be in the breakout for the early career programs too, so looking forward to that.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So this is our career site. So if you are interested in any of our programs, please do sign up for job alerts. We don't have any job posting for the program just yet. So it's actually best if you sign up for job alerts. I think on the second page is how it walks you through how to sign up. You can sign up for however many job alerts that you'd like. Just make sure you choose the category and location that you're very interested in. We have a great team in the early career who review resumes, reach out to candidates who might be best fit for those roles. So hopefully we get to see your applications in the fall. And next slide. So I think this is you, Seth.
Great, thanks. So you can go ahead and take a snapshot of this or screenshot of this just to ensure you've got it. But just as you go into it and after this call, just remember, go on there, check out the careers page, find those roles that you're interested in. If you're interested in a SkillBridge fellowship, you probably won't see anything on there for the role, depending on when you're actually looking to do your SkillBridge. So here's what I'll say. If you're not looking for SkillBridge, follow this to the T here, right? Go on there, send a role to militaryrecruitment@fiserv.com, submit your application, and then our team will reach out to you, right? If you're interested in a SkillBridge, send your resume to the military recruitment, your timeline, your information on your SkillBridge, any roles that you see on the website that you're interested in potentially doing as a SkillBridge, then let's have a conversation first before you submit your application. Okay, that's only for SkillBridge. For everybody else, you go on, you see the application. If you see something, you feel like you're ready to apply for it, the recruiters tell you that you think it's a good fit for you, go ahead and apply, send us an email to military recruitment. Okay, and then we're going to reach out to you. All right. I know that was a lot of information, but don't worry, you can talk about more inside the breakout room. And so I'm going to stop there and we'll turn it back over to Cassie and the 50 Strong team to get us into the breakout rooms.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Seth, for sharing all of that great information. I hope everybody was taking some notes. So if you have any questions, you can ask those during the breakout rooms. And now is the time for what everybody came for. And we are going to jump into our breakout rooms and give you a chance to engage more directly with the Fiserv team. Before we begin, I'm going to give you a really brief explanation of how they'll work and what you can expect. You'll have the option to choose any breakout room that interests you. If you're unsure, that's okay. Hop into all of them and see what you can figure out, and you can learn from all of those individuals. In order to navigate the breakout rooms, choose the area that catches your attention. Remember, if you're uncertain, pick a room that looks appealing, take a chance and see what happens. If you experience any issues accessing a room, don't hesitate to reach out via chat or unmute yourself, and we will be there to assist you. On the bottom of your screen, you can see the two different ways you can get into breakout rooms. You'll either see 4 squares that say breakout rooms, or you'll see an ellipsis inside of a circle that has more underneath. Click on that, and then you'll see breakout rooms. In order to come back to the main session and to switch breakout rooms, you'll click on Leave Room. Do not click on Leave Main Session, Leave Meeting. If you do that, you'll have to log back in order to come back to us, which is fine as well, and we will definitely let you in. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, it's time for our breakout rooms, and we are going to open those breakout rooms right now. Feel free to move freely. I will give you 15-minute reminders, and we have until let's 3:20 Eastern time. So you have about 35 to 40 minutes in order to interact with Fiserv. So everybody, happy networking. All right, everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. And we hope that you gained some valuable information from Fiserv and you were able to make some wonderful connections. We're going to wrap up in just a few minutes, but before you head out, we just want to make sure that you how to follow up with the Fiserv team and to connect with them today. Someone from the Fiserv team will drop a link in the chat with their email address and their follow-up instructions. Every company that you meet through 50 Strong will have different follow-up expectations, so please make sure to note those whenever you are meeting and interested in talking some more. Again, another wonderful way to connect with the Fiserv team is through 50 Strong Mentor, and we will drop the link so that you can sign up for Mentor if you're not part of that already, and then the link for the Fiserv team so that you can have some more in-depth conversations with them. We would also like to follow up with you, so please make sure that you follow us on LinkedIn and you follow us on our other social media platforms. And we would like to stop here for a moment, and I'll pass it over to Candy to give you some information on how you can follow up with us and a special gift that we will have for one of you that does so.
Okay. Can you all see my screen? Okay. So I have something really cool that our team has been working on for quite some time. We are starting to put together with our friend Michael McCoy, who is actually currently serving in the Army National Guard, Tennessee. But we've been working with Michael McCoy for a long time. He just started a new business, and his business is basically pulling in cool items and then packaging. And I actually think Michael McCoy has just joined us live in the flesh. McCoy, this is great timing. How are you?
I'm good.
So we are going to give away one of these boxes for the first time ever. Here's how you can get this box. This box has a 50 strong hat, 50 strong shirt, some other goodies, a really cute letter that one of my kids has written as a thank you. But here's how you can win one of these boxes. Go on LinkedIn, share about something that you learned from the team today at Fiserv. Tag the Fiserv team, tag our team, tag 50 Strong. We will pick the post that is posted in the next 24 hours that is the most insightful or genuine or honest or something like that. So again, one person from this meeting will get one of these new boxes. You'll be the first one ever to receive this new box from our team. And meet Michael McCoy, who's here in the flesh with us, in the Zoom flesh. He'll be packing up this box for us to send it out to one of you for the very first time. We, as a team, try to do what we can to support employment pathways, and that includes employment pathways at companies like Fiserv, and it also includes employment pathways from folks that are thinking about starting their own small business. I can tell you this is hard work, and so we always look for ways to collaborate both with our corporate partners and with our small business partners. Awesome. So who wants a box? And do you know how to get the box? Okay, Fiserv team, you don't get to participate because you might get something else in a little bit. So this is for job seekers and students that are here with us today. We'll sound out one box for the person that does the coolest LinkedIn post.
Perfect,
All right, Cassie,
Candy. Thank you. And Seth, I think that you have something that you would like to share as well.
I do, but before I say that, I just want to say that it just warms my heart to see Michael again on a 50 strong call.
Hey, buddy.
And he's just doing fantastic things over there. And it just makes me smile. I'm just like, can't stop smiling seeing you on here. But I think what I want to really highlight with that is just how impactful things like these 50 strong calls are, right? Because you never know when networking is going to come to you and got your back and be there for you. So I just want to say to everyone on this call, whether you're looking for a job, whether you don't know where life's going to take you. And so things like this, these calls, these networking opportunities, they can really come through on clutch. So just all right. So we also don't have a cool snapshot there. I realized we were going to be doing photos of it. But so Fiserv, a lot through the presentation, we talked about how we work with small minority businesses, how we work with our merchants. And one of our partnerships is with a company called DogTag. DogTag does phenomenal work with entrepreneurs. They have this great incubator out of DC where military spouses and veterans can learn how to successfully run a business, and they end up getting this really cool certificate from Georgetown. We've been partnered with them for years, and they put together these goodie boxes of different treats. Those are cookies, there's brownies, there's coffee in there, and it's phenomenal. And we've always been proud to support small minority businesses, and especially with the Fiserv Salutes program, with them being veteran supporting incubator. See, look at that coming through clutch again, right? So there
look at what Cassie found for you, Seth.
Man, look at that. So again, like Candy mentioned, if you post something insightful, tag the 50 strong team, tag the Fiserv team. Definitely, if it was one of the recruiters on there, make sure you tag them. Let us know what it was about the event. Let us know what it was about the event that you thought was impactful, and we'll send you a box. If we select you, we'll send you one of those dog tag boxes. We will also, for the person that doesn't get the dog tag box and you're selected, we will also send out some pretzels from Ryan Law with Freedom Fighters pretzels. So another really okay.
Listen,
and I'm gonna
I met Ryan not long ago, y'all. He's super cool. And after he got out of the military, he became a police officer, and now he is running his own small business. And he's been doing this for about 2 years. And I remember asking him, do you ever give advice to those that are thinking about it? And he was like, I don't know what I would tell them. And I'm like, actually, I would think you could probably tell them a whole heck of a lot. So super cool. Seth, thank you again for introducing us.
So excited. His company is really taking off. And so we've got pretzels. We would love we'll ship some pretzels out to you too, so you can try them, because you can't get them online right now. They're completely sold out. So if you want them, it's limited supply. So anyways, we're looking forward to seeing y'all's posts. More than not, nothing else. I just wanted to make sure that you walked away with here with some incredible information. And we just hope that what you share on LinkedIn not only brings insight to you and the fellow community, but others who weren't able to join us. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to everybody. I want to thank the entire team from Fiserv who joined us here. Couldn't do it without you guys. The hard work you guys put in day in, day out. So
Thank y'all.
Just love everybody. Great team.
Well,
Awesome.
thank you to the Fiserv team. Thank you to all of you for joining us and letting us walk alongside you in your career journey. And we look forward to seeing you at another 50 Strong Meetup. Bye, everyone.